So we are going to attempt to hammer out a pallet shelf real quick tonight. I already started these. There's just one screw in each one because I'm not going for perfection. This is going to sit in the garage. It's not going to be anything spectacular. It just needs to serve the function of holding weight. This is the stud, what was in between the pallets, and then obviously the planks. There'll be some pausing and starting up again because I'm not going to show you every single cut that I'm going to make. This is my workbench that I made out of pallets. As you can see, it's rudimentary as well for now since I'm just getting started. I'm going for a 16-inch deep shelf. I've already cut off this end. I'm doing it the fun way when you don't have all the money and you just need something. Amazingly, a sheetrock saw actually works for cutting pallets. It's a little bit inconvenient, but it works. There it goes. Let's see if we can get a good view on that without this falling over. This is probably going to fall over, so you're only going to get a few seconds of it. With the sheetrock saw, you got to drag it first. Try not to knock over the phone. So you get the idea. I'm going to pause the video now. Okay, now we're near the end. You want to kind of try and be careful not to get a jagged edge on the underside when you finish cutting. Alright, this is my first set. This will be at the bottom. I'm going to need a set for the top to stabilize and one set for the middle so I can have at least one middle shelf. If I make two sets, I'm going to have two middle shelves, 40 inches high. If I do that, then I get 10-inch high shelves versus if I split it in half, I get 20-inch high shelves. So, on to the next board. When you're dealing with the pallet boards, this one here, I'm going to be able to measure straight from the end for the first 16 inches and then continue from there. The last board had these jagged pieces where it was split, and so I cut the 8 extra inches. I cut 4 off of each end so that I could have a decent section of board to work with. So keep that in mind. Like, this thing is absolutely worthless as far as something to work with goes. Like maybe 10 inches there. This one's almost completely trashed except for like a 6-inch piece in the middle. And then there's a couple here that when they were coming off, they looked great, but then they split almost all the way. This one really came close to splitting all the way. It's split all the way up here, and it's split all the way down there. And this one split on this end, and it came all the way up for, say, the last 12 inches. So, things to keep in mind when you're dealing with this. Alright, so as you can see, I decided to go with 20 inches instead of 10 for the gaps. So I got my 3 sets of 16-inch boards now to screw them all together. And then from there, I have the planks. Well, hopefully I have enough. I may end up having to strip some pallets tomorrow to finish this off as far as planks go. Alright, so we got the interior slats on this side. We're working on this one. We got that one in. We're working on this one, and we want to make sure that our middle slat is lined up. So, knowing that these boards are 40 inches long, we're measuring to 20. We'll make a mark at 20. Make another mark at 20. Line them up center. Technically you can measure the board if you want to. I am eyeballing it, which is a no-no. But I just want to get it down for now. It'll be good enough for being out here in the garage. Yeah, that one broke off. That happens sometimes. Cheap screws. Yeah, that happens too. And that should be good enough for what it needs to do. Which means we stand it up. Once I find some slats. I'll work out a way to secure those tomorrow. Won't be much. As long as you don't put anything too heavy, it'll work. Unless I work out something for the middle.